Hello guys, Termex here, and welcome back to another New World video. Now for today's video, I do want to go over some things that kind of irk me in the PvE standpoint of New World. I did make a video just like this, but for the PvP side of things kind of a while ago. It got a mixed reception because, of course, it's another opinionated topic. I want to talk more specifically the PvE element of things, and not even always in the sense of you killing an AI. More in general, just annoying game features that have to interfere with PvE content and just general player progression. So the first thing I do want to talk about is the loot pools. The loot pools in New World are they're pretty iffy. So when you do Mertgard runs or when you do Mines runs, when you're up in Shattered Mountain, you loot different chests, you get these top tier resources. Sometimes you get lucky, you get some good schematics, maybe some trophy mats. But I absolutely hate that iron arrows, iron bullets, all these random things are in the loot pool. 4 motes, 4 life motes, 4 death motes. Why are these little easy to obtain things for even new players crowding the endgame loot pool? If I'm level 60 and I'm running Mertgard, I do not need 4 air motes. I do not need 4 air motes and 3 iron musket bullets. That is not on the top of my priority. Now, I do understand that the loot pool needs to be more spread out. There needs to be chances for everything. If it just granted the same things, people would overfarm it, yada yada. But this is a simple fix. Maybe instead of 3 steel arrows or 3 iron bullets, give players like 50 orichalcum bullets or 50 orichalcum arrows, so you still have the same loot pool, but you're getting something actually useful. And especially now, with the way orichalcum is, and most people are using orichalcum ammo when it comes to endgame, it would actually make someone go, hey, dude, I got some free bullets, hell yeah. But right now, it's like, oh, 3 iron musket shots, can't wait to throw those on the ground. The same goes for motes. If I'm looting in top tier areas of the game, I should not get 3 air motes. I should be getting maybe quintessence. I feel like that'd be a little bit cooler. Quintessence, maybe 1 or 2 quintessence to take place of those motes. It just doesn't feel necessary to get random motes and crowd up the loot pool. Just something useful and something more incentivizing for players to do said endgame content and loot said endgame chest. Now, I don't want to necessarily go too deep when it comes to trophy mats because I think trophy mats are meant to be rare. Are they a little more rare than I would like to see? Debatably, yes. I don't like that I could farm for 4 days doing only chest runs and still not get a loaded dice. But I feel like if they were too easy to get, trophies would have no value and owning trophies would mean nothing. Everybody would just be crafters on the server and trade skills wouldn't be too special in any way. So I'm kind of okay with the fact that trophy mats are still moderately hard to obtain. But even going into the drop rate discussion, we have things in this game with an insanely too high of a chance to not get something. Like, I believe it's the weaponsmith pants. I could be completely wrong on this and I'm zoning it out. But the weaponsmith pants are like one of the rarest things in the game. And I see people selling these for 100,000 gold just to get pants. Pants for a crafting profession. Now, I haven't checked the market in a while, but I will check right now to see if weaponsmith pants are what I'm talking about. It was some sort of pants. I'm going to hope it was the pants, and it was. So, you see none of them on the market, and when you go to buy orders, you have a dude wanting them for 75,000 gold. That is how rare they are. And that is just ridiculous. 75,000 gold for a pair of pants that barely drop. Yeah, there's got to be an issue there, right? You can't just have armoring. You can get like a 20% chance from a boss, I believe is the armoring hat drop chance, for example. And then you have something like that to where literally I'm on El Dorado and we have 3 people that I know of on the server with the full set. 3 people on a server that averages about 2,000 players a day. A little bit less now because, lack of content. We usually peak around 1,500. But still, that is ridiculous. And I hate that it's just a game of chance. You kill a singular boss for these said weaponsmithing pants. I think it's over in Eden Grove on, I believe it's Malevolence, the little top boss. I could be wrong. But that's the only place you can get them from. You can't find them randomly. You can't kill random mobs. Your faith is into RNG at that point, and the RNG inherently isn't bad. It's the fact that it's so bad that literally no one on a server of 2,000 people could really obtain them. And this goes for a lot of different things, like the storage chest schematics. Granted, schematics, I feel, aren't really in a terrible spot. My only proposition for schematics, in my opinion, is there should be tiered schematics. Every schematic in the game right now is green. How come we cannot tier schematics just like we do everything else in the game? White schematics, green schematics, blue schematics, purples, and then your legendary schematics that are meant to be rare. It would make a lot more sense because people that actually have luck, when luck decides to actually function properly, can farm for those higher tier schematics. Clearly, New World knows which schematics are better than others. Chests are tiered, cots and all that are going to be the lower tiers, and based on the resource cost, a star metal schematic will probably be a blue, while on the other hand, an orichalcum schematic will probably be a purple. And then you could reserve that legendary schematic loot pool for the end game best things, like the best storage chest or anything of that sort. But me personally, that's what I would do to fix the whole schematic issue as well. I just really don't like how crowded the pool is with no really linear way of farming them. You kind of just get them and hope you get the one you want out of like the 250 different schematics that are in New World. Now, as somebody who loves to hoard items and basically put all my eggs into one basket, I love putting everything in my main storage. As you can see here in Windsward, I have everything here. My potions, my gems, my armor sets, my daily crafts, everything I have here. And I love that. And as you can see, I'm going to go over there. I'm going to show you guys. The storage in my Windsward storage is around 2,400. And when I hit about 1,900, if you have too many items, even though it doesn't hit the weight limit, you're still technically quote-unquote full storage. And the reason behind this is there is a black box mechanic, similar to Ark Survival or games of that sort. When you have too many items taking up too many slots, it's going to be worse than actually putting enough weight. So even though I don't have enough weight in my storage to warrant it being over encumbered, as you can see, I'm 1,700 out of 2,425. Because of the black box mechanic, I cannot put anything new into my storage that's not already in here. And this is aggravating for me because I love getting everything, and I feel the black box mechanic should just not exist. I feel like it should just be a pure weight stat to where you fill it up with whatever you want, and if there's too much weight, then you can't put stuff in there. It would make 200 times more sense for them to add this. It's been annoying me since launch. It's still a thing. It's still aggravating. As somebody who keeps everything they farm for, I would really love to see this change. And I don't know if anyone else experiences this as well, but if I have all these chests that I farmed for to get all this storage in my house, you know, like getting my trade skills up and getting furnishing to 200 so I can craft said chest, I should be rewarded for the storage space. I shouldn't be at a disadvantage because I hoard too much and I can't put everything in there. Just a gripe I have right now when it comes to chest and keeping everything stable that I did want to mention, and I really hope that does get changed in a future update. And now, because I do not want to make this video too long for you guys, I do want to talk about one last thing, and that is going to be resources within New World. When it comes to resources and nodes, it's probably one of the most vital things in this game. Everybody needs resources to craft certain things, craft certain trade skills, maybe craft a new bow that you want. All of these things is something that is a core factor within New World. But when you take away that, even on a semi-non-populated server like mine, nodes are being camped, not by just bots, but by actual people. And when you have bots doing it and real people doing it at the same time, it gets really, really hard to get resources. Now, mainly orichalcum is the biggest factor to this, other than anything else in this game. Orichalcum is so camped that it's ridiculous, and I get orichalcum is meant to be a rare resource. It's meant to be an endgame resource that is wanted. But when it's to the point where a player cannot just simply go to a location and farm it himself, it gets very annoying. Because currently, at the moment, people are just going to go to a node with 3 or 4 friends, flag for PvP with muskets, sit on a rock, wait for the respawn timer, have 3 people defend the guy that's mining the rock, and just do it over and over again. They could sit there all day. They will sit there for 8 to 10 hours at a time. And 99% of the player base isn't going to sit there for 8 to 9 hours trying to kill them just to hit an orichalcum rock. You're just going to go to the market and buy it. And I don't want the market or this game to become a buy it off the market only, let the farmers be farmers thing. If you want to farm your resources, that availability should be to you as a player. You shouldn't have to sit here and hope nobody's camping the node and hope you don't have to do all that. And I'm not going to lie, I've resorted to it. I've resorted to camping lodestone because people do it, and it's the only way I was able to get lodestone when it was like 2 gold apiece, and I needed it to craft my runestone. So I'm not going to lie, I've done it before. It sucks, but it's what you have to do at the moment. I would make it so if I went up to an orichalcum rock, and if, let's say, Jonathan comes up to the same rock as me, we have client-side timers to where when we can see the nodes. So I could mine it every 45 minutes on my client, and he could mine it every 45 minutes on my client. On his client, rather, sorry. But this would also make more issues because bots would probably exploit this because it would be easier for them to fuck up the market, easier for them to do all that, and we got to find a medium here. We either need to fix the bots and do client-side resources, or maybe fixing the bots in general won't need to have any impact on the server anymore. But as somebody who loves farming as much as I love PvPing, I really do want to see this change in some way. Maybe not necessarily what I promoted or what I just said. I'm not a game developer by any means or any standpoint. I just play these games and rant to you guys and tell you my personal thoughts. But I don't like the current state of farming resources in this game. It's just a drag and very boring to not be able to do what you want to do, and I think it's driving a lot of players away from this game that want to experience the farming aspect, because I can't farm oil right now. I can't farm beeswax. It's just not going to happen. Maybe you guys have some cool ideas in the comments down below, but really that's all I got for that. Now there's a bunch of things I would love to go over in this game PvE wise that, you know, talk about drop rates, talk about all these different things and how solo play is nearly impossible if you don't have a clan or a company rather. But those are the main issues I do want to talk about in today's video, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you agree or disagree with anything in this video, please let me know in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. What do you think is the biggest PvE problem in New World, or just biggest problem in general that you don't like to see? I'm curious to think what you guys have in mind for these type of things, so please feel free to let me know in the comments. I read every single one of them. And yeah, sorry for the little hiatus. I was off for about 2-3 weeks. I've been life. I'm gonna be honest with you, life. And I've been doing a Minecraft server with my buddies, kind of like a get-together thing with our big friend group, having some fun. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you did, make sure you leave a like and subscribe so you never miss out on another video from me. Make sure to join my Discord in the description below if you guys want to hang out sometime. And yeah, you guys have a terrific day, and I will see you guys later.